Hi guys, for today's video we're going to do a review of Victoria Beckham's makeup. I'm going to do a makeup tutorial. We'll be using other products. So first of all, we'll be priming. I already did all my skincare. So this is the Benefit Professional Primer. I really love this primer. I think it really does its job. It's one of the best in the market, honestly. Just filling into your pores. And I do have a lot of pores over there. So it's the only one that really makes a difference. So I'm spreading it all over the face. I usually concentrate this in the center of my face, and my nose. That's where I have the biggest pores. So I keep spreading it in the center of my face and I keep wrapping it in. I'm very precise. I try to really take my time using these products. And this is my favorite foundation. It's for MAC Longwear Foundation. I think it's also a concealer in one with foundation. I love it. I use my hands to blend it in. I usually use my hands with cream products. Our hands are the best tools that we have, and I love using them, honestly. I don't love brushes too much, so this is the NARS concealer, one of the best. I'm using the brush this time for the concealer because of my long nails. I cannot go near my eyes. I will be hurting myself. And I've done that before, so because I actually do love using my hands for everything. But I guess for this particular task, I will have to use the brush. I use It Cosmetics. They have the best brushes. They're kind of expensive, but they're good. They're really good, very soft, very good quality. I've had this for a very long time and it seems new. I clean my brushes very thoroughly every time I use them, so very careful with that. So sorry that I'm off camera right now, but I have to see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going back on camera over here. So I keep blending. I'm dragging the mirror closer so you guys can see. And I keep blending. I really love this concealer. I think it's a very good brightener, so I really love this concealer. And I try to highlight the high points of my face and the areas that I want to highlight. And so under my eyes, a little bit under my eyebrows, I did highlight that before on my chin, near my lips, of course around my mouth and near my nose, my nostrils. And here and there I do use this side of my face too. Then I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's powder is one of the best. I really love this powder, and it's so finely milled and it's just one of the best. I'm baking actually under my eyes only, and then next to my nose on the corner just to start contouring a bit. I'm obsessed with contouring my nose because my nose is actually my softest, I guess, spot. How do you say? It's my weakness. I really don't like my nose, so I like to kind of contour my nose. I'll be using this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a contouring palette, very simple. I do love it. It's a little bit on the reddish tone for some reason. I thought it was cool tone, but honestly, it looks like more like a bronzer than a contour. I love contours that are a little bit more on a grayish, almost black tone, but this one is kind of reddish, as you can see, orange, and I don't like this tone, but it looks good in the end, but initially it doesn't for some reason. And then when you put everything all together, it all comes together, and I will keep using it because it's beautiful. It melts with the blush very well, and but it works as a contour. I just don't like the shade too much, at least for my skin tone. I think it will be looking better with a cool tone bronzer for and contour in general, not more, or I don't like orange type of contour colors. So keep blending it in, blending it in. I really take my time blending. I cannot stress enough, you have to really take your time blending on your colors and the products. So right now I'm contouring. This is a very lengthy process for me. It's always a big deal. I always have problems contour. Really, I would like to take at least learn a little bit more about contouring because it takes me so long. And actually, I cut a little bit because I think it took me 50 minutes. I'm using this Honest Beauty blush, cream blush. I don't love cream blushes, but especially when I use them with powders, it's a mess with you using cream and powder. It's a mess because I usually like to use powders first and then creams, but of course, I mixed up powders and creams now. And I have to say, this blush does well on top of powders, so I appreciate that. The shade is nice, but I wouldn't repurchase it. It's very complicated to blend. I have to use the brush. Can I use my fingers? But it does blend in eventually, so it's fine. I'm spraying something. I'm spraying my Fix Plus actually because I feel I'm too powdery. I spread it all over my face but not under my eyes, so I'm gonna take off that powder under my eyes because I'm like, I usually do the eyeshadow before I take off that powder, but I forgot. I honestly was drying my eyes too much, so I took it off. And I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't do a fallout and once I do my eyeshadow. And my eyebrows, I'm using Maybelline eyebrow gel. Honestly, I don't care about my brows too much. I mean, look at my brows. Look how black they are, and they're kind of full already. I mean, I don't care. They're already good as they are, honestly. I would have not done anything to it, just to give a little bit deeper color and fill in the where you see the white spots. But I make a lot of mistakes. Yeah, that's one of them. Because especially with brow gels, they're so pigmented, and this one I wouldn't recommend. I mean, it's nice, it does its job, but you see how pigmented that is. Jesus Christ, you do these mistakes and then you have to clean it up. It's just annoying. So no, I would go with something a little bit less messy. And this is the finally a first Victoria Beckham's product I'm using, which is the liner, the gel liner. I love this liner. Oh my god, guys, I love. Of course, I'm recording this after shooting, so I know what the products feel like. And look at this, how buttery it is. Like it looks like it's melting on top of my eyes. It's fantastic. This brown, it's cocoa. I think the shade number and the shade name. I love it. Oh my god, it was blending like magic. Beautiful, beautiful shade, beautiful color. I'm trying to do a smoky eye for this tutorial, so that's why I love using browns for smoky eyes. Yeah, browns and blacks, amazing. I love it. Yep, so I truly love it. I'm lining the eyes and then I'm just kind of filling in the all lid. I really want to do a nice smoky eye, so that's what I'm doing. I don't usually like to blend too much on my eye because don't you see that I'm on my skin so much? It really doesn't. It's not good for your wrinkles. But honestly, it blends so well. They don't even have to make so much effort. So it's beautiful. So I'm just telling myself, trust the process. Trust the process. That's why I'm telling myself. That's why I told myself throughout this video. Okay, so that's the palette, and that's the signature palette. So it gets it's the neutral palette, all matte colors. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this palette. I even like the way the colors are separated. Honestly, there was a lot of criticism about that. I actually love it. It's good for travel. I love the way it's very artistic in my opinion. So I have nothing against the palette being the structure the way it is. Honestly, it's very unique and I like it. You just have to be careful when you're using the brushes, but I love it. And the eyeshadows blend like a dream. I think I've never witnessed such a thing. I've never had eyeshadows that blends this well together. Oh my god, so beautiful. So I'm using one of the, I think it's a medium color brown shade, and I'll be using the darkest shade in the corner. Yeah, wow, I know. I was so impressed with this eyeshadow palette. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, if I go on vacation, that's what I'll be bringing with me. It's amazing. See, I'm using the darkest shade. I'm going to use it on my um, outer V, as they call it. So that's what I'll be using, just to deepen up that corner over there. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, so beautiful. Don't you see how it blends so well? You have to do minimal effort, and I'm not a makeup artist, so I learned as I go. And oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. Those are the type of tutorials I like, the type of looks that I like. I don't like anything structured. I like vague lines. I don't want any lines. I want everything to be fluid, nothing structured, geometrical. That's not for me at all. At all. So I'll be blending in on the lower lash line. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that pencil, and I have to be careful because it's very pigmented, so I don't want to mess it up, honestly. So yeah, that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna blend it in because I always fear that I'm going to look tired. That's why I don't want to blend too far down. I don't want to drag my eyes down, like I'm looking like I'm dead or I'm dying, I'm sleeping. I don't want to do that, but I'm just creating a shading down there, and it looks beautiful. I really like it. And I'm using the lightest shade just to highlight the inner corner, and then my under my eyebrows. So yeah, usually I do some highlighting in there, but honestly I wanted to keep it as matte as possible and then pop a glitter shade on the center of the lid. And so I wanted everything matte, so that's why I did. It's really pretty. So this is the mink shade, I believe, and I tried to use the brush now, and honestly it was a failure. These glitters, I wouldn't use the brush to apply the glitter to the eye. I mean, they really don't stick out to me. Actually, I didn't like at all with the brush, so I used my finger. Like I said, your hands are the best tools that you have. Honestly, it was amazing. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I really love this color. It's very metallic, very beautiful. They're not the best in the market. I think I've seen others that are very similar, even better. But I think there's something special about them. They're very unique. The colors are very unique. They're very elegant, and there's just good. They're just good quality, and I don't know. I really like them, and I've used a lot of glitters. So I'm actually using the Victoria Beckham's mascara. I wish you could. Oh, I'm going to come back, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so bad. My lashes are kind of long on their own. I don't even curl them. I think you should curl them. I don't care, because when I curl them, they kind of mess everything up. And they mess up all my eyeshadow. They do have a little bit of a curve, and they're quite long. So I don't usually do use the, I do not usually use the curler, because it makes them go even, touch the lid. And yeah, look how long they are. It's insane how long they are right now. It's crazy. But anyway, this mascara is good. I don't think it it does better than other mascaras I've used. I use this Cup Arms mascara, which is one of the best. I think this mascara is very lengthening. You can apply multiple coats, so you can, like I say, it doesn't clump. And some of the mascaras that I've used don't do that. You can use one coat and max two, and then they start messing up the entire lashes. You have to separate them. But it's a very elegant mascara. I think you will like it. But I have long eyelashes, so I think any mascara will work. So I'm not the best candidate to describe which mascaras are for you, just because, like I said, when you have long eyelashes, really any mascara will look good for you. So you just have to get a mascara that kind of meets your needs. Now this is the highlighter, Victoria Beckham's highlighter. I really love this highlighter. I think it's the best that I've ever used. And I'm very picky with highlighters because I'm very oily, so I don't usually wear them. And I love it. It's like a very wet kind of highlighter. And I did apply on top of powder, as you can see, and it worked really well. This is the number 2 pencil, lip pencil. Now these pencils are amazing. I'm not the kind of person who loves pencils that are very, very soft, very smooth, creamy. I hate creamy lip pencils because I'm overlining my lips all the time, and with these cream pencils, like creamy pencils, you cannot really overline. They smear everywhere, so they have to be a little bit in between creaminess and stiff, because otherwise, like I said, when you're overlining, it's a mess. They don't stay put. They go all over the place because they're so soft and creamy like butter, so they kind of melt all over. So this is stiff enough that you can overline, and then it becomes creamy as you go towards the center, and you can really spread on your lips, and it's just a beautiful color. I really love this lip pencil. I'm going to here I overline a little bit too much. Yeah, I'm obsessed with overlining, honestly, and I'm trying my best to not look silly, but yeah, I'm just fixing it up. This is the Posh gloss, I believe, and Tan Line, I think it's the name of the gloss. I really like this gloss. It stayed all night. Honestly, I went to a party, so I'm telling you, it stayed all night. It was beautiful. Even after eating, I felt it on my lips. The lip pencil, of course, stayed all night, but yeah, the lip blush gloss really lasted. And that's it, guys. So this is my finished look. I'm getting ready to go out. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I love this makeup. I'm going to keep using it. I think it's my favorite makeup so far that I've ever used. I'm being cute here. Okay, bye, guys.